Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. Welcome to Morning Chat. And I'm still under the weather, but I want to be positive. I'm getting better. I mean, can't get any worse. Coughed all night, coughed this morning. Uh, Taking my eye drops I just saw over there. I got one more to go. Let me throw it in there. Um, Got my new lavalier microphone on. Anything coming out of this thing? I guess it did. I don't think they work. Got to go to the eye doctor on the 20th. Another $45 copay. I'm telling you, man, after I get done with him, I'm not going to go back. Now, bad news this morning. Nah, it ain't what you think. Don't worry. Don't worry. Coffee. I am out of creamer. And hang on one second. I got to put a timepiece on. All right, Houston, we got a problem. I'm looking for my Rolex Invicta. I see the tank here. Where is... Oh my, that's not cool. I have 10 watches, and I'm missing my... Let's go see. It might be in the closet. I'm looking in here, and I don't see it. Let me show you. I've got these watches here, and I'm looking for... I have the big 40, 42, 44 millimeter. I'm looking for that one, the black one. That's a Rolex replica. These are two tones. And that one is black with the red bezel. I'm looking for this watch that is this size, but not that Rolex. Fake Rolex. Where is it? This is not cool. I mean, could it be in my vehicle? I mean, come on, man. Seriously? Where is it? All right, I'm really kind of worried about that. Let me show you what I got here while we're looking. I wore this one yesterday. This is my big Invicta. Handsome watch. I got several big ones, and then the standard size. This is also my big two-tone. I don't wear a watch on this hand, but there's that one. Handsome watch. Blue face. My favorite Rolex. These look like Rolexes. They look like Submariners. And, you know, this is about the best fake Rolex you ever seen in your life. I still think it could be real. Ah! There she is. All right. Okay. I'll show you why I like this watch. It is the most popular Rolex Submariner on the market. It's the small face. I think the Rolex has probably got a little bigger lug there. But this is the Invicta. Oh, I got to set the time. What time is it? They're all very select watches, and these are all automatic movement, meaning that's why I have to set it. After they sit for, you know, a couple of days, you got to reset them. Made my bed. All right. Time 6:14 a.m. Got up at 3. And I was as soon as I started talking, see. Last night's Fireside chat. Now, what's going on, man, with the internet? I make it at 6:37. It's dark out there, It doesn't completely finish uploading till almost midnight last night. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I can't make it during the day, and if it's going to take 16 hours to upload, all right, 6:15. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. May have to get in my truck and drive down to the 5G tower. So let's have some cowboy coffee. And I might as well, because I am a cowboy. That's my new 380 Smith & Wesson outside the waistband leather holster that I ordered on Amazon for $47, I think. And I don't even know I have it on. This is the gun that I bought that goes in your pocket that you don't know you have on you. It disappears. It's the best personal carry. Pretty good firepower, 380. I wouldn't want to be shot by it. I wouldn't want to be shot by a BB gun. But it is literally invisible on me. And now with, I got my shirt over it. I don't necessarily have to show my gun every time. But if I want to tuck a shirt, I like to carry outside the waistband because I don't want to have to tuck it in. And, I'm already fat enough and I got to buy like 2 sizes bigger pants, or a lot of my firearms are large. So, you're not going to stick that in your pocket. So you want to carry it outside on your belt. Now you can cover it with a shirt like I'm doing right now. I'll show you. I got it. But if I want to tuck and show it, we got a new law in Florida as of September. Open carry, baby. Now, I called Manatee Sheriff's Office yesterday to actually verify. Because if you look online, the old law is still intact, but it hasn't been like revised through the legislature yet, but it has been approved through the courts of Florida that they said that forcing you to conceal carry is unconstitutional. So when I called the Sheriff Team Manatee Sheriff's Office, they said, carry it open. Go ahead. It's just that the same thing still applies like in any state with open carry, that you can't go into a police station, a courthouse, schools, obviously bars, obviously, But anyway, let's have some cowboy coffee. I did have 2 cups already because I'm going to drink it if I don't have cream. And I knew very well last night that I was out and I didn't go. As soon as it gets daylight here, about 15 minutes, I'm going to jump on that wing. All right, we put it on for 2 minutes. That's probably going to burn my mouth off. Really disappointed that Fireside Chat didn't get up till really late. And anyway, it's Sunday. I'm going to make another video after this one, and I'm going to try and keep them down to 15 minutes because, first of all, you trail off. A lot of people don't want to watch a video 20 or 30 or an hour long. I get it. I have to put a timer. I can't control myself. I just keep talking. But I got some pork chops in here I got to make. I was supposed to make last night. They got some good blood in them. And I thought I'd put them on the Suburban Griddle this morning and have with eggs instead of bacon. Pork. Got to cook them. Don't want to waste them. I'm 193 point up there, the high end of 193. But I feel like 293. I don't get it. The stomach really started coming back on me again for just a couple of weeks of not even really cheating hard. But you might as well, if I eat a piece of bread, you might as well just take some tape and just tape it on me, because that's exactly where it goes. I haven't had any cakes and pies except the tasting contest we did. Otherwise, I don't know, I've been eating cheese like a rat, not a mouse. I mean a cheese-eating fool. I guess I got to get rid of that. There's so many things that I've given up with carnivore that I crave to have like a snack, because I can't just reach for a hamburger or a steak or eggs every time I'm hungry. So everybody talks about the pig skins, the pork rinds. Everybody talks about, well, cheese is on there, but it's that Parmesan grated stuff. It isn't a brick of cheddar. I'll let this thing go too long. I'm never going to be able to drink it. It'll be 30 minutes before that gets cool. I had to burn my mouth. Shouldn't have put 2 minutes. If I had cream, see? Man, I wish I could just open the door and find some. So I got the lavalier going on. Hey, it's incognito. It's a little mic right here. And the other piece is in my pocket, my back pocket. So I'm going to be, hopefully, I'm going to figure out how I can put it in this helmet here I've got. I don't know where. Maybe that's a good spot right there, huh? Clipping on this thing right here. Just clip it right on there. Somewhere like that. Oops. And we'll get out there and moto vlog. I could go out there this morning. It's 56 degrees right now. Come on. Dang, I'm sick of it. I want to say this about sickness. Okay, it wasn't the shot. I mean, the shot can make you feel a little lousy, because I got one for the COVID booster shot like a year ago. I mean, it put me down on the floor. But this phlegm, this cough, this sneezing, this cough, this is the exact, I don't know about you, but I get sick when I get sick exactly the same way every time in my whole life. I get the same, I don't get different sicknesses. When I get sick, it's that damn cough. I get that cough that I can't seem to get it out, and it hurts. I end up getting, pain in here, pain in here. I get a headache because I can't get a good deep cough. It just seems like, can't describe it. But I get the coughing. I don't get body aches and pains, flu symptoms that people describe. I don't throw up. I don't get diarrhea. That's a bacteria there. I get this cough and congestion. That's what I get. And then my voice goes out. So, that's what I get. It isn't the shot. Not that I want to get one or justify it or telling you can get one. You do you. But, I went my whole life without those things. And then, I got one because somebody said I had to have one to be around them because he got a new baby. And then that led to, the pandemic came in, and then to take a cruise if you weren't immunized and prove it, and even get a test 5 minutes before you walk on the ship. They wouldn't let you board. And I've taken many cruises in my life, and I wanted to cruise. A lot of people were forced also to take them by their job. What does that tell you when they force us? There must be some bad thing about them for them to feel so confident in something they just developed overnight and said, yeah. Now, they had that crap developed in the pandemic long time ago, and it's got something to do with something. I think they just monitor you, and they go, when you step out of line one day, they just push a button, and you go, oh, where's the cliff? I'll walk off the cliff. I'll do whatever you say. I don't know. But don't get me started on the pandemic, okay? Don't get me started. I got a lot of conspiracy theories, and, people call them conspiracists, but we are awakening to the lying, cheating bums they are, right? Like, we always knew it, but we had no idea how, they manipulate us. And they are still, because of the stupidity of our country. We got some stupid people. That's what they even said when they invented Obamacare. With the guy that created it, remember that? Due to the stupidity, because of the stupidity of the American public, we can just put whatever we want. People gulp down the Kool-Aid. They listen to these politicians. They listen to this news crap. And they hear what they want to hear based on what they're in the red group or the blue group or the green group. And they're preaching to them like, yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's right. Get them, get them. And then over here, these people are doing the same thing. Yeah, I can't stand them Reds, them MAGAs, that guy, that orange man. I can't stand him. Yeah, cut him down. Let's just, and then hate. They're all trolls. And people are stupid. They sit there and they believe that crap because they're hearing what they want to hear by how they've been brainwashed to think. But as soon, I've always said this analogy, as soon as somebody shows you how they do a card trick or pull a rabbit out of a hat or cut the lady and saw her in half, as soon as you know how they do it, and next time you see that trick, you could never be fooled again. You look at it like it's a joke. And that's the way I look at politicians and the news, Fox, CNN, all of them. I still glance at it, but I mean, immediately, when they come on TV, the politicians, they put a mic in front of their mouth. I know when they're lying as soon as their lips move. Anyway, well, how did we get on this? I don't know. Oh, is the coffee cooled down? You can tell I've had some already. Man, when you drink that cowboy coffee, it really gets in your blood. So, we were talking about last night on Fireside Chat that a lot of people in my community and other people's communities, other YouTubers, are finding their subscriptions and followers are being deleted. Not deleted, but unsubscribed due to the algorithm of YouTube. I've heard everything from the fact that they want to bring up new YouTubers and give them a chance of getting promoted and start holding back these ones that are, made it, peaked, fading, floundering, not going up or down. And they're just trying to part the seas because there's billions of these people, millions, trying to get on YouTube, and some of them are pretty darn good. They got something worth hearing. And YouTube, Google knows that, they want to progress. They know that you can't hear everybody. And so they're starting to, and so they'll just not push your video. They'll unsubscribe people that haven't watched in a while. They'll unsubscribe bots. I had a guy this morning comment and said he doesn't watch all my videos, but he's not a bot. I didn't say anybody was a bot. I'm saying there could be bots that are created. I've even heard YouTubers can buy subscribers. I've been accused of it. I'd like to know where, so I can get my play button plaque. Where do you buy them? Just kidding. I wouldn't take them if they were free, if they weren't genuine people that push the button themselves, because that's the way I roll. And like I said last night, I mean, that doesn't put a penny in my pocket. It's the views. It's the advertising. It's the ads that you watch. Anyway, let's talk about something that's, better, like cooking. Come on, daylight. Oh, you want to go out there and make a fire? Want another morning fireside chat? You get tired of this background? Ah, God, that burned my throat. I put on Vicks last night. I took an 800 milligram this morning. By the grace of God, I have a bottle of cough syrup with codeine in it that I was prescribed, 5 years ago. And I used it all. And then about a year ago, I needed it again. I got sick like this thing again, what I just did. And I had to wait for it. It was like one drugstore couldn't get it. They kept telling me, we don't know when it's going to be back in. So I changed from Walgreens to CVS, and they got it. So anyway, I'll show you. It's this is beyond a Luden's cough drop. Okay, this is a real deal. Comes in this. Look at what you got. It's an elixir. 1 teaspoon or tablespoon or whatever. One. It's got codeine in it. And it's called Golifin Codeine 100, 5 milliliter. Take 5 milliliter as needed orally every 8 hours. You can take it. 8 hours. So I swallowed it yesterday twice because I was desperate. I said, man, I don't want to be up. As soon as I lay down, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get that cough going. Because like I say, I get this every time I get sick. And anybody that knows me that's, cared for me, it's just a nonstop. I mean, you get into them where you're going to feel like you're coughing up the inside of your innards out. Dry heaves, like a dry heave, but it's a cough. Where's my coffee? So far, boring. 6:30. Should be getting daylight. We can go out and uncover the motorcycle. Oh, bought a battery. I've been up since 3 in the morning. I went on Batteries Plus. I'm not buying the Usala or whatever it's called, the factory battery. I've heard nothing but problems with them. So I got a Duracell, has a 2-year warranty instead of a 1-year warranty, more cold cranking amps, and it's an excellent, according to AI, an excellent third-party alternative from the OEM. Now, the OEM is a GYZ 20L, and I was reading online and watching on YouTube, and a guy said, I'm done with those batteries. I'm getting this Duracell. That's what got me on the Duracell. And somebody wrote in the comments, well, the reason you're having problems, you didn't have the 20HL, the high output. And I had to comment on this guy's comment. He gave this long comment, very respectful, but disagreeing with the guy that said he'll never put another Yuasa Japanese battery that Honda uses in many of their power sports machines and all the Gold Wings. I said, well, mine doesn't have HL. It's a 20L. And this is why a lot of people are complaining. And the dealer told me when I called the other day about that thing not going into gear, they said, well, sounds like your battery. I said, really? They said, yeah, we've seen all kinds of issues. I was telling her about those lights that came on. She says, we've seen all kinds of issues with the batteries that Honda's putting in these Gold Wings. They require a lot of voltage and a lot of electronics in there, and without a smooth, constant, So I got a Duracell from Batteries Plus. I'm picking it up myself, and I'm going to install it. I'll make a video on it. I'm not going to install it, though. I'm taking a chance of riding around. I didn't even put mine on the battery tender last night. If you don't drive it for more than 2 or 3 days, you should put the tender on. You don't have to do it every night of your life if you're going to ride it again the next morning. But it's not a bad practice to do it every night. But I've got something coming that I want to use to change the battery and to promote this product as well. As you can probably guess what it is. Tim the Tool Man. That's right. I can't build a doghouse, but I've got enough videos under my belt I've watched that I can do this blindfolded. Then we're going to do an oil change on it. And then, speaking of oil changes, I need to get the Ford scheduled to go into Walmart to get the oil changed again. Seems like I did it not too long ago. I put synthetic in it, but I did tow up to Tennessee and back. So, hey, with my money, why not? Definitely getting light outside. Let's go out there. Let me get the other. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this. I've got a neck job. Here we go. I got this thing. By the way, this is the one that my subscriber bought me. It's so soft and pliable. I mean, it's just, this is the one that I felt was a little bit too low, and so I got that other one, but I returned it. This one's actually better, I've discovered, because I found a new, move this mic over to over there. How about that? Hope you can still hear me. like this. And then I discovered a new height adjustment. I had it. I don't know what I did, but now I have it. So let me turn this around. Let's go outside. We'll talk. We'll turn the lights out. And I don't know, we might make a fire. We'll see. All right. So that should be straight out and pretty good. Let me grab my coffee. I just love this hands-free action. What's going out here? Oh, I got it. Before I go outside, I don't want anybody to hear me. I know they won't, but I'm going to say it anyway. Down the street here, I'm in the ghetto, right? Outside these walls is a ghetto. And I got up because of my sickness at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I heard music. And I came out the door to like, what the heck? At 3 o'clock? Come on, that's beyond, like, why has anybody called the law? Why has anybody called the law on this person? I come out here, I go down like this. Ooh, it is cool out here. We're going to have to do a fire. And I come over here, I hear it down this way. And I'm looking. Like maybe somebody's right down here. But it's in the ghetto outside on the other side of that fence down there. Or some kind of way that the acoustics are bringing it in. And I'm thinking, seriously? I mean, when you see those people, you hear those people playing their music real loud in their car, at the red light. That's what they were doing. I mean, they're sitting right there listening to it, but they want to make sure that we all hear it. So stupid. I can't believe how people can be so damn inconsiderate and dumb that they think that everybody in the neighborhood wants to hear that thumping crap. Let me turn the awning light here out. I love camping, man. Let's turn the hot water off. I got my shower. Let's just make us a fire. We can just stand around it. It's just fun. Here, I can get down here so you can see. Put this on. Very quick. This is from Buc-ee's. Well worth it. Less than $100. And we just go like this. I'll just put it on low. And we'll stand here for a minute, drink some coffee. We'll get the Suburban griddle here uncovered and maybe cook those pork chops. I got the big cover on the bike. I don't want to just let that burn and waste my gas, but I'll be back in a second. Let me zoom out for you guys. I can see my screen. This is the full-on rain cover, goes to the ground. You can see it's been on the ground. Look, see all this dust on it. But what's the only con about this cover is if it rains, this makes a pool. So I got to put a bucket, or I got to figure out something. I know it's going to rain. I'm going to put something on the seat, a towel on the seat first. I'm not going to just stick a bucket on my seat, and then make a little tent. Maybe a little stick in there too. In the little small round broomstick or something I can saw off just to make a tent where the water will run off and not pool up. Otherwise, it's an awesome cover. It's the exact same one that Tony's got over there. As you can see, we got the neighbors. Now these people will be here, I think, in December. That's right. They're coming in December. And then those people over there in that fifth wheel, they've been coming here 20 years. These people have been coming here like 15 years. Jim over here with the cover on his little car, he'll be here in a few days. He's at his son's wedding. All these other people are here that live here, and then there are new people. The Canadians right over here on the very end, they're here. And this one right here with the Honda, that's a new move-in. They brought that park model in here. And the guy in the StarCraft, he's like a construction worker. He's got these floor jacks that are on the bottom of his camper because when the hurricane came, it knocked him out, and he's just never fixed them. But he's very seldom here. I think he's a construction worker, like on the roads, and when he's in this area, he stays. And that's my buddy over there. And all the way down the list here, Some people are walking by a lot, walking their dogs up and down through here and their e-bikes and things. And there's another part of us right on the other side of those RVs right here. There's just a shrubbery, and then the park continues. And that's where I first landed when I got here. And there's a lot of Canadians that are here, of course, because it's really cold up there. These folks right here I met last year, and they're back. Super nice people here. And like I say, during the summer, the people that were here full time, although we watched for each other, there wasn't a whole lot of hanging out, or I didn't hang out anyway. But now that's all they want to do. I mean, this is like a big, not a big party, but yeah, kind of like a party. They just sit and act right, though. They don't sit there and play music real loud or anything. But they have in the back of their coaches, you can't see them over here. They have a whole thing set up. Like these people right here, when they get here, I mean, they're going to set this whole thing up. This is going to be all enclosed. They've got a fire pit. They've got a sofa, a swing, and then they hang all kinds of stuff on their storage unit there, like the big sun and things. And they have they actually have a diesel Class A that they bring in. He's going to have to back in over here because they parked their car here. I hear a rooster over there. And there's my junk. Just a little camper that I got to be like, next to that StarCraft over there, I got to be like the smallest guy in here. And yet I go in that thing, and it's just absolutely phenomenal how I feel in it. I mean, I've never once felt cramped, or like, you know, when I was in the Wolf Pup that I lived in for 2 years, those that don't know my channel or haven't watched me that long, I lived in a 17-foot camper for 2 years over in Boynton Beach, Florida, on my friend's property. And I mean, if you came by and you knew I was in there, here's what I used to make a joke. Oh, I got to get back to my fire. If you saw the door, I didn't have two doors, I had one door. If you saw the door and you knew I was home or in there, I was right behind that door sitting in a chair. That's the only area that you could actually be, because the bed was in the front and the TV there, and I sat in a chair. The rest of it, unless you just wanted to stand over the sink in the kitchen, which was a little tiny area with a small counter, and the very back of the camper had a bathroom. Actually had a little tub in it. But I did love it. I mean, I didn't have any problem, but it was just tiny. And I never got really sick of it until I saw this. And I don't even know why I'm talking about, maybe I'll get rid of this in my truck and buy a big fifth wheel and have somebody move it in here and just forget about traveling and towing it anywhere and just go off on the bike and get a little runaround car and do things like that instead of, you know, dragging the camper around, because all they do is tear apart when you drag them. So, I don't know. That's not bad, actually, for not having anything. Gotta get that cover off that bike. Gotta get the cover off of this. I do need to make those pork chops, so let's go ahead and prepare. A lot easier without coffee cup in your hand, Baker. Oh, I'm hooked on there it is. I was hooked on the doohickey here. All right, let me just put this down. Quit fooling around. It's wet. Let's turn the gas on. Turn it on down here. And let's see if it's got first time every time. You know it's going to take twice. Here we go. Second time. Let's see. It just has to get the gas up to it, see? All right, we'll get that hot, and then I'll just put it down now. We got time. We'll stand around the fire for a second, drink the rest of this coffee, then I'll go grab those pork chops. Pork chops and eggs, baby. I did use the Q the other day. Made a burger. I gotta clean this thing. I gotta really wax it. So let's take a look at the Super Duty. I went to the Sud Stop car wash yesterday. You guys know I made a video for them. And really nice people over there. Best car wash in town. I got the membership. Old Glory sporting up there. I got a flag coming to be delivered today for the Gold Wing. And Old Glory will be on the back. But I actually have a custom flag I'm having made. It won't be till first week of December before I get it. That will go on my flagpole. That's going to have YouTube and Sarasota Tim written on it. Got to promote, baby. This thing's soaking wet. This is all this dew here. I'm not going to try and take it off. Yeah, I love weather like this where it's, upper 50s, in the morning. Cool at night. The coolest part, of course, is half hour before sunrise. I think Siri said it was 55 or 56 this morning. And then it's going to be up to, we're back to the 80s. We got, I think it's every day is forecasted to be sunshine and 83 degrees. I mean, this is just what these northerners love. They're down here like an extension of their summer. That's a milder summer where they live versus the beat you to death summer we have here. And they come down in the winter. They never see any winter. They enjoy all of it. I'm going to have to do that next year. Go back up to Tennessee or Georgia. Or, even another state. As long as I can find one of those half-off deals with the America the Beautiful card to save on camping. I'll turn this off before I go and get those pork chops. I'm not going to just let it, burn up my propane here. It's nice, though. I don't even have it on high. Let me show you high. Ooh, cranking. Yeah, you could hear that sucking down the fuel. Hey, failed the sobriety test. There we go, on low. Yeah, like I said yesterday, I recalculated, what they call it, reinitialized the dual clutch transmission, the electronic automatic shifter, by putting in a sequence of buttons. And I can't wait to drive it today to hear that thing shift like 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through 7 so nicely. Got to get the battery. This morning I'll drive over in the truck and get it. I mean, I could take that. And I think they give you if you take your old one back, you get a core price too, right? So I'll do that. And get the truck washed again later today. Maybe go to the beach or something. Drop the tailgate. I got chairs and all that stuff in the back. And head out on the sand. Sit there and work on the tan. I know. Now I got a beach umbrella and everything. I'll keep out of the sun. Oh, I forgot we're heating up here, right? All right, let's shut this down, go get some pork chops. Okay, turn this off. I need some creamer, man. Returning this to Amazon. That's that gooseneck thing. I'm gonna keep the one I have here. All right, let's get these bloody pork chops out. Where you at? Give me all your blood. Let's put them on a thing. Oh, Baker. All right, so let's get these out. I know they're very long, but these are only $1.50 at Walmart. If I can't eat them all, I'll have one to put in the refrigerator to snack on later, right? Nice and marinated in blood. Oh my gosh. I hope the audio is good. I'm just going to seal that up. I'm not even going to put that blood down my sink. I'm just going to put it in the trash. I got to take that out later. Put some salt or something on it. Salt, and I got something in here. I don't know. What is it? Pepper? Can do that. Here we go. Let's do these. Nice and salty. And then salt again. I'm telling you, folks, I'm really been bad about getting my steps in. It was like, all I want to do is get on that motorcycle or rub on it and stuff, and I'm just neglecting my, and that rotator cup deal I got, it's bad. It's really bad. Now that the steroid shot wore off, I got it. Let me, how can I get this one to the top? Put some pepper on her. Yeah, riding the wing yesterday down I-75 to Venice was a lot of fun and scary at the same time. I mean, I just can't believe how fast and how sharp people want to cut in front of you. It's very rude. It's very annoying. Like, they have no respect. I mean, just to do it to another car, but to a motorcycle? So, I don't know. Rude-ass drivers, all I can tell you. All right, let's see what happens when we sizzle this pork chop. Here we go. No lubrication. This I'll throw away. All right. Pork chop and eggs. Sounds good, right? Got the bone in. That gives them a nice tenderness. Get a little scald going on there. Hear them sirens? Nobody's even out of bed yet. And sirens are going on. They're non-stop around here. Oh, and another thing, too, besides that music at 3 in the morning, I'm going to say this to you, and you have to trust me. I'm not going to exaggerate. I am not exaggerating. I literally feel like there's a NASCAR track or a motorcycle track all around here. Because, hear them? Listen to them. They're revving their engines. They put on I think they take their mufflers off. They don't even put mufflers on them anymore. I think they just remove them, make them as loud and as obnoxious as they can. Both the motorcycle, and then they rev the motorcycle. I'm not exaggerating. They rev the motorcycle to where the rev limiter shuts it down. All motorcycles do that. If you just hold the throttle on all the way, they literally will limit. Listen to those sirens. Listen. They will shut, the engine will shut down. Because it can't rev any higher, and they just hold it. I mean, it's like, let me try to blow up my motorcycle. And then these cars that run around, these little rice burners, that they think they're racers. And, up and down city streets where kids play and people are coming out, people on motorcycles are coming down the road, and they just, and it's on the weekends, just like the guy with the music last night. They just don't know how to act. I mean, listen, it's not just one ambulance. You hear like there's an army of them, like it's World War III. And it's constant. Whoever works for that fire department or ambulance, there's a car revving. They don't sit around. They're busy, man. They're on calls every minute. Mm-hmm. All right, enough of that. I digress. But it's just weird. I mean, if you only heard it every now and then, it's non-stop. And we're going to let them cook slow. Oh, I need this. This is a good little poker for something to reset. I'm always looking for something to poke in, something to reset. Put it up here. See, I wanted to get that light and put it in here because I can't see. I have the stock seat that came on the Gull Wing the guy gave me, and the stock windshield that was on it. This is the cooler he gave me that goes on this rack, trailer hitch right here that goes on the back of the motorcycle. A couple of e-vehicles. Here's my new flat oil pan to do the oil change on the Gull Wing. Low profile to get down there. It was cold in here. Get back around the fire. Oh yeah, it feels pretty good around the fire. Let's crunk it a little bit. Don't break it, Baker. Ooh, pretty good. Starting to get a little sizzle over here now. Time for a little turn. Yeah, you know. Probably could put some butter or oil on there and a little higher heat, get a little better scald on them, but we'll keep working with it. About time for people to start coming out with them dogs. Let them do their business. You know, like I said, I normally put this right over in here. But look, if I'm sitting here and I'm, you know, chatting in this chair, yeah, I've got this right here. You know, people, I mean, I don't care. We're all looking at each other around here, but I mean, I don't need to be out here with a microphone and a selfie stick or tripod and talking to myself. And, you know, and people are like, what's he doing? So I have it like, you know, right in here, and I sit. That's what I did last night. Got a little bit of a block here. Okay. Kind of nice. Well, I don't want to make a video too long. It's already been quite a while. Let's check the audio on it. Let's get this one up. We're going to go over and ride the bike today and hopefully use the new mic and see what we can see. Take a little ride over and check it. Maybe we'll run down to Siesta Key. I don't mind running anywhere now. I'll jump on this. I don't want to go anywhere close. I want to go. You know, and these are coming along really nice. I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. Yeah, they're looking good. They're not putting out any smell, so it's not waking up the bears or making anybody jealous around here because it's not bacon. But I'm going to enjoy it. What can I put on? I wish I had the applesauce, but that's sugar. I can't have nothing. I'm going to pull a steak out of the freezer, too. I got a bunch of steaks in there. to put probably on the queue. Late this afternoon we'll make that video. And yeah, I really do need to get cleaning on this RV. I want it to shine. It feels so nice. You got to get you one of these. I'm loving the floor mats in the truck. Did I lock the truck last night? Let's see. Ha. Oh, there's my cover. I was wondering, that's why I put the big one on. I was just going to throw the half cover on. I knew it wouldn't rain. I threw it in here. There's my Dometic fridge. I'll stuff that in the bike later. But here's my mats, man. The mats are nice. One of you said about one that they make that might cover the whole floor. I don't need it to. Well, yeah, I do. I guess you're right, because I'm never putting these seats down. So you're right. Yeah, but just throw a towel down or something if I want to protect it. This came with the Honda Accord from the dealer, Sarasota Honda. Look at this. This is so nice. Oops. What happened? What happened? How do you open it? What went on here? Oh, well, it's separated. That's too bad. But it's got a little magnet right here. Look, they give you this little towel, and they give you this. This is a glass cleaner. Look at that. I've never used any of this. This one is the interior detailer. It's nice. And this is, I think, a deodorizer, air freshener. Smells really good. Really good. Let me try it. I've sprayed it a couple times. Oh, yeah, that's like new car smell. That's really good. I'm not kidding you. You know, some of these things, they stink. That's very pleasant. So, I just keep it in there. I'll set it right here. But there's my floor mats. Let me show you the front. That's got a solid sound, boy, that rear door. There they are, man. Laser cut. I mean, every bit as good as any WeatherTech. How much of what? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this cut. Now they've actually just laid in there now since yesterday. Got my pee bottle over there. Never go home without it. Never leave home without it. These are my workout gloves. You can use them on the motorcycle too. But the ones I bought for the bike have a thing on the fingertip, on the index and thumb, that you can touch your phone. This is something a subscriber gave me. If that went in you, it'd probably leave a mark. That's the one that I carved my name up on whatever that mountain is up there, on that man-made bench that the lovely crowd out there love to try to find some. Yeah. I did it like 1,000 other people did. Oh, we're just letting it burn for free, huh? I'm just heating the air around here. Forgot about my pork chops. I tell you, man, I get distracted. These are going to be pretty much done. We'll get some eggs and come out here and let me get rid of this plate. And that's going to be it for me, guys. So I'll talk to you on the very next one a little bit later on today. Please, 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 thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Check your subscription. Crush it.